Alright guys, so welcome back. This is another edition of C and K that we're playing. My name is Chu, by the way. Appreciate you guys hopping on the channel. And so this is actually a game I played the other day, and if you guys don't know, the first island is actually my favorite island. I think it's actually probably the hardest island because how cramped things can be. It's not like Seafair, we can actually spread out a lot of things. And starting out, we got Purple starting out. Her first placement was 8, 10, and 5. She got a wheat, a brick, and a wood. And then it's my turn. I went ahead and chose 6, 4, and 9, which is a wheat for the 9, and then the 2 of them rest were sheeps. Okay, and then orange went 5, 9, and 6. She's going, and that's actually a pretty good position. I wish I would have chose that position instead. So she got an ore, a wood, and a sheep. Okay, and let's see what red's gonna do. So let's see, what is red gonna do? And I think positioning is so important, guys. So that's one thing that you guys can understand, especially when it comes to, well, I think in all Catan maps, you got to make sure that your position is right. I really like what yellow did. I was like, man, I think I should have done that instead. Looking back at the game, all right. So that was actually a pretty good position. But the reason why I chose that, because I needed a weak position to make sure that I wasn't going to get sacked. But we'll see. Sometimes you gotta just take that rush. You never know if it's gonna roll or not. Okay, that's the reality of it. And red just chose 6 and 3 next to my positioning, my settlement. And he had a sheep and an ore, and then he went back and put his city on 10, 5, and 8, and those 10s, the 10 and 5, or wood. So that's a strong indication that he's gonna rush into the aqueduct. All right, that way, basically, at the end of the day, if his numbers doesn't roll, he basically gets a free resource card. And then, orange basically just put the city on 8, 3, and 4, and so I guess that's how he's gonna get his wheat production, which is based through 4. And so maybe get a little bit of a sheep. Okay, maybe some yellow city upgrades through that 3 sheep. Okay, and my turn at this point, I'm not sure where I want to go. Again, that's why I love this map, because sometimes, man, like, if things are not clear, you kind of just have to pick a spot, because this map was kind of all over the place. I think there was a few things that I could have done better for sure. And so looking at the position I ended up chosen, which, looking back at it, I didn't like it, right? So I chose 6, 12, and 11. Okay, the reason why I did that is because I was like, you know what, it's gonna be hard for me to go ahead and get an ore, right? So that's why I chose that 12, because it's an ore production, and I need that right away to go ahead and basically build my knight. And then purple chose that 6th spot as well. Okay, all right, my turn. Rolling 8, didn't get anything, but I went ahead and basically built that knight because I have that sheep and that ore. Okay, all I need is basically a 9 9 a row, and I will get a wheat and go ahead and activate myself. That way I'll be safe. Okay, so let's see. Next row at 6, perfect. Now I can go ahead and actually start upgrading my city, my yellow city. Okay, what else? And I got 2 sheep with it as well. So hopefully I would get a 6 again, if I need to, I could go ahead and trade those sheep for a wheat or for other resource cards that I may need. And then we got orange right now. Go ahead and basically trying to offer. Yeah, I think she's trying to offer an ore, and she ended up just basically building a city wall. Okay. Next row is a 10. And so right there, red ended up getting that green city upgrade, right? The first wood, or not wood, I'm sorry. The first paper just upgraded his green city to level 1. So I should see it's happening immediately. It's happening, right? Next, it's a 9. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Let's see what purple is trying to do. So purple just built a row. And so she's going for that 5 right there. Right? She's trying to build a settlement on that 5. And our 8, man. 8's hitting hard so far. That's 2 rows of 8s already. 7. So 7, 2, green, right? And so the 2 basically means that, especially 2 green, that means red gets to choose a green power card. Okay? And so, even though he had more than 7 cards in his hand, he had to discard half of it. He discarded like 4 of it, right? He's ended up getting a power card because of that row right there. Next row is a 5. And so again, and red just basically got another paper, another paper commodity card. So as you see, he's trying to rush into it, and it looked like it's working. Right? He ended up building a knight. And that's something very important, guys. You gotta make sure that you want to protect yourself. Okay? And I'll mention this in all my videos. If you end up basically losing your settlement, right? It's gonna be super hard to actually, or if you lose your city in the beginning, it'll be super hard to actually come back. Is it impossible? No. I've done it before, but it's not easy, right? It's definitely not easy. You need a lot of help, to put it that way. So what's the game plan for red? I know he's trying to make some trades. Now people are getting nervous because the barbarians only about three rows away, right? Man. That 10 is also hitting as well. They just rolled a 10. And purple, as we talked about building a 7, end up building that 7 right there on that 5, where there's also red and orange as well. So far 5 and 10 and 8 are hot numbers, right? So it's popping. I freaking rolled 5. So, man. So purple and red are basically getting a lot of good stuff, right? And so I just improved my city. That's all I could do. So hopefully there's gonna be some two yellow dices being rolled out pretty soon. And so orange just basically go ahead and build a row heading towards a port. And so that port right there, guys, if she builds a settlement, she could trade three of the same resources card for any one resource commodity card she wants. And bam, 6, right? So red roll is 6, but he also got that two green, so he ended up getting another power card. And And so, but I got 4 sheeps now. Let's see. What can I do with that 4 sheep? Or more important, what do I need right now? What do I need? And then Red just activated his knight. The barbarian is literally right on our doorstep. Okay. And he just upgraded his green city. So he's at level 2 now. Oh wow. Dude, purple is getting so lucky. So she just rolled a 7, right? But with blue. The event die is a blue. It's a blue die. So, you know, no barbarian attack yet. She had to discard half of her hand? Yeah, she did, because she had more than 7. So she's asking for an ore, and she's willing to give up a paper and a cloth. So that means she's desperate, okay? When Pure train you 2 resource cards, that means they're desperate. Oh wow, and purple couldn't build a knight and activate it. And the next row is a 2, and I got a commercial harbor, and I'm using that. And I'm giving away a sheep to red and orange, and they have to give me a commodity card, and basically end up upgrading my city, upgrading my yellow city to level 2, and then my green city to level 1. Okay, so hopefully that was a good play. I'll be getting a lot of power cards from that. Okay, and then we got orange is rolling a 7 with a blue event die. So purple is getting super lucky so far. Alright, super lucky. This is crazy. Red just rolled basically a 6 with a 2 yellow event die. And so with that I got a power card, yellow power card. And then purple rolled a 7 with a yellow power card, being that number 1, and I getting another card, right, which is actually very powerful that resource cards. But man, just how incredibly lucky purple is. And she used a resource card and was able to take 2, and she asked for a sheep, so she got 2 sheep from every one of us who had it. And so she trade in. What did she do? She finally built her knight, activated. And then she also used a trade monopoly and asked for a cloth. And she stole my cloth and upgraded her to herself to level 2. And so me and her were tied right now. And guess what? The next row was a barbarian. So barbarian attack, we're all tied. So I end up going ahead and select green, a green power card. End up getting irrigation, which actually is very, very useful. Oh yeah, because guys, I missed this, but this is something very, very powerful, okay? Red used an inventor, and he switched up my number 9 wheat for his number 3 ore. Okay, so now he has number 9 on ore and I have number 3 on wheat. So, you know, 9 was hitting for me, but hopefully 3 will be hitting. Oh, perfect! It just hit for me. Okay, and I also end up using that irrigation. And I used my resource cards to actually steal some people's ore and upgraded my first 6, right? My first settlement into a city. So I'm trying to go into that. I'm trying to go ahead and get my yellow city to level 3. The reason I want to do that is because that way I could trade two commodity cards for any cards I need. Right? So I'm trying to get that position. I even upgrade into a into a metropolis as well. Next roll's a 4. Perfect. I'm on 4, so I got a cloth off of it. But so did well, you know, purple got end up actually getting a sheep. And then she rolled an 8. Man, it's crazy. Again, as I was talking about, 8 it's hot, right? And then she's just using an inventor card. Let's see what she's trying to do. Oh, she stole that 9 that originally belonged to me, and she moved her 11 over to into red's ore positioning. Interesting. So you can see purple is actually trying to get into aqueduct mode as well. And next row, my turn, 8, right? With 2 greens, so I end up getting a green power card as well. I'm getting a smith. No need to use that yet. I don't need to go ahead and upgrade my knight to level 2. So we got a 4. Got a 4 right there. With 2 being, and the event die being blue. Okay. We don't have no blue yet. And here's something very important, guys. When someone has, if someone has a blue city, you know, and you're seeing the game, right? You'll see that you have to be careful because they might have a spy, right? If they have a spy, they can actually steal your power cards from you. Okay? Right? Red rolled a 10, and he uses a crane to go ahead and upgrade his green metropolis, or not metropolis, green city to level 3. So now he has that powerful aqueduct plan to go ahead and when his number doesn't roll, guess what? He gets a free card. And then he just uses the roll building cards. And so he's trying to go ahead and expand more into my positioning on the top with my number 6. Purple rolls 7. Let's see. And she's gonna head and steal from, I think that was from yellow. I think she stole from yellow. Okay. And guys, if you don't know, once the barbarian attack, when you hit a 7, not besides just losing the resource cards that you have, if you have more than 7, right? You can also steal from someone. All you gotta do is move the robber to that position, and whoever's in that position, you choose one of them to go ahead and steal from. Alright. I just roll a 5. And that didn't help me at all. It helped everyone but me. Okay? Oh my goodness, dude. I can't believe that. Dude, I could have freaking used the crane power card with my cloth commodity card and upgrade to level 3, but I freaking I missed out on that. And then the next row is a 9. Okay. And so purple and orange is actually getting a lot of benefit from that. And now she's upgraded. She's used her medicine power card. That means that she needs 2 ore and 1 wheat to upgrade to a city instead of 3 ores and 2 wheat. So she upgraded her 5, 9, and 6 into a city position. So that's really, really strong for her. So she has a lot of chance to get a lot of commodity cards and upgrade her cities. And next, oh man, this is awesome, man. Red just rolled 12. I'm on 12, so I got an ore and I got a coin commodity. So I should upgrade to blue as well. purple's turn. Oh, by the way, guys, red just built a settlement on 8, 4, and 11. Okay, it's at 5 points right now. And purple just needs her master merchant so she could steal from anyone who's ahead of her. Right? She pick one person, she can steal up to 2 cards. See that entire hand. So let's see who she's picking. She chose orange. Okay. And so she's leveling up her city right now. She's level up her green city. And she just built a row. Okay. And she just upgraded her knight too as well. So she's in great position to actually build a settlement on 9, 10, and 3. Right? And bang, 9 just rolled out with a 4 green event die. Okay, I finally used my crane and upgraded my yellow city to level 3, and I basically used my coin, upgraded my blue city to level 1, activated my knight, and just end my turn. That's all I could have done. And bam! Orange just rolled a 6. Okay. But here's the crazy thing. Not just me getting it, right? Everyone's benefiting from it. And also, purple and orange also getting a cloth as well. And she's upgrade her knights to level 2. One of her knights to level 2. Okay. And so right now there's 9 knights right now. The barbarian straight's at 6. Right, because there's 6 cities. What else is she doing? That's about it, right? Red, go to 4. Right, that benefit me as well. I end up getting a sheep and a cloth, right? Red and purple also just got sheeps because I don't have city on there yet. And on also very importantly, because of that there's a green event die with the number 1, and I end up getting a medicine. Let's see if this if I end up able to use this. And then he has another row building cards, so he gets 2 free row added on. Man, he's at 4 roads, and he's right next to the brick port. Okay, that's very important. So at 3 actually row, which is actually really good for me. So with this 3, it was actually the event die was a green, and the red die was a 2, so I'm getting a green power card. And purple just used an engineer, which allowed her to build a city wall for free, and she put it on her metropolis that she has, or city that she has. And she traded. Oh wow! She traded 4 wood, 4 sheep, and upgrade to level 3 city. Okay, green city. And then my alchemist. It's very important. That's which I got right now. And I'm choosing 6. And right there, guys, I got a spy card as well. And I chose, I chose purple, and I'm using a spy card now, and use it to go ahead and choose a red. And I am taking his other alchemist cards. Okay. So, and perfect timing because I have enough. I have 5 right now. I have 5 cloth. I'm using 4 of them to actually upgrade my city to a metropolis. One of my cities to a metropolis, and then use my smith cards upgraded basically both my knights, and then into level 2 knights. That way I could be at equal. Actually, that way I could actually get a point if we end up, you know, getting attacked by the barbarian. If I'm the ones ahead. Okay, next row's an 11. Okay, see what's going on. Alright, so Orange ended up basically building a knight as well. Or upgrading her knight, so me and her were both at 4 knights each. So we'll be tied if there's a barbarian attack. And then she just upgraded herself to level 2 for yellow. Her city for yellow. Upgraded that level 2. Oh man, that's powerful, dude. 6 is rolling right now. So I have right now currently have 3 cloth. And Red just ended up using an inventor. And he took back that 9 that purple took from him. Wow. Oh man. And then he just built a city or a settlement on that 9 as well. So it has 3 settlement around that 9. Okay. Another 6 just went off. I'm also end up getting a resource cards from off of that. Okay. She's building that. Well, she built that settlement right there. But it's around 11 now. Kind of going back to that play, guys. When she just upgraded her nice to level 2, but it's kind of insufficient at that point. I don't think she would need to, right? Unless she's just trying to just get rid of the resource cards. I mean, that's understandable. But I would have built, instead of upgrading, I would build a separate knight. Okay. Right. I'm using Alchemist. 4 and a 2. Okay. Everyone's benefiting from it, but even as well. And the reason I chose that, because I could have got a chance to go ahead and get more resource cards or more power card. That's what ended up happening. The event die was a green, and the red die was a 2, so I ended up getting irrigation as my power card. And then I'm trading. Nope, use a resource. Okay. I'm stealing heaps from everybody, right? Because I rolled a 6. Okay. That's a powerful combination, guys. If you have a resource card and an alchemist card, you can use it as a really powerful combination. Okay. Man, one thing I wish I would have had earlier was like a merchant card. So, and then I'm trading a lot of my resources to go ahead and try to, right there, perfect, upgrade that to level 3, right? My aqueduct, because I'm not in a great position right now, guys. At the end of the day, you look at my positioning, I'm getting a lot of sheep, mainly. So this is going to help me a lot. And it just helped me right there. They roll an 8. I don't have any 8. So bam. I could choose 1 free resource card. So I am choosing a wood. Because I don't have any wood. I'm not in position to get any wood. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. So Orange just basically built another row and built a knight just to block me. Oh no, I think she moved her knight to block me and activated. Because me and her were fighting for that number 9 right there, that 9 spot. Okay, for an 8 again. I didn't have anything, so I didn't able to get basically 1 free resource, and it shows a wheat. Alrighty. Everyone's pretty close, guys, in this game. So Red's ahead. He's at 7. I'm at 6. Purple's also at 6, and then Orange is at 5. So let's see, what's the next move? What are they gonna do? Oh, perfect. 4. Okay, 4 came out. Also got a merchant power card from that as well. Purple is just thinking. Purple is just thinking. What is she gonna do? And red's in great position because he could go ahead and connect his row together to his other settlement and get the longest row easily. And I think purple just used a resource card, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, especially when you start getting a lot of cards, you want to go ahead and use them as much as possible because you don't want to hang on too much. And so she ended up building a row. So next one, 10. Again, that's why, guys, there's a reason why people rush to aqueduct, right? Or even you don't rush into it, it's always good to just have. Okay. And I ended up basically building a row and a settlement on that 3, right? Because I'm just trying to keep up with points at this point. I'm just trying to keep up as much points as possible. 4 came out. Perfect. Okay, and then yellow ended up using Master Merchant. Let's see who she ended up stealing from. And just in my opinion, if you get like the Master Merchant card, right, I would steal it from someone, 1, who's ahead of you, right, and 2, who have the most resource cards, because that way you have more variety, right? And that's just my opinion. And that's what she did. She ended up stealing from red. He has 15 resource cards, guys, which is a lot. And so she ended up using a merchant card as well. Now she has 10 resource cards in her hand. And you guys, you don't know, a resource card, a merchant card, that gives you 1 point. Okay? So if you have 5 and you use a merchant card, you have 6 points. And the power of the merchant card is whatever tile you put it on, that you're on, allows you to trade 2 of those resource cards for any resource cards you want. Okay? Or any type of cards you want. And then she's building some roads. She built 2 more roads around that 8. I'm surprised she hasn't built a settlement yet. Because she's just building roads, and, you know, roads are cool, but, you know, you want to build settlement where you're around, so that way you can go ahead and be able to collect those cards. And then red just wrote a 12, which is great for me, okay? Allows me to go ahead and get an ore and another coin. And then right there, he ended up connecting his 2 settlement with 2 roads. He's at 8 roads right now, has the longest row, so that's 2 extra points. He went from 7 to 9. Okay, so he's ahead, right? He's ahead, not drastically, but he's pretty good just by building that longest row. And he built another knight. Okay. And then upgraded 2, right? And the reason why people do that, guys, is, you know, me, red, and orange were at 4 knights each. So if the barbarian attack, we get to actually choose a power card, and no one gets a victory point. So it's a defensive play as well. And he just used Inventor, right? And so that 4 that me, red, and purple on, now it's a 5. And guess what? They just wrote a 5. So bam, benefit me, benefit purple. Actually benefit purple a lot, and then benefit red as well. Also with that, there's the event die was green when the red die was 3, so I ended up getting a green power card, right? And then look at that. Purple ended up basically purple ended up actually building a settlement on a port that, you you know, Orange should have built settlement a long time ago on, and use a road building to actually connect her roads. And guess what? Now she has the longest road. She's actually at 9 points right there. Okay. And then she deactivated her knight. She moved it. Interesting. But there's no point. She didn't need it at all. Next row is 11. I got two brick. Okay. Let's see what I'm gonna do. I got a merchant power card. I have a two medicine. Could probably use a merchant. Nope. Oh, so I traded 2 of my cloth because I already have another coin, and upgrade that to level 2 blue, and then built a city wall to improve from being able to hold 7 to be able to hold 9. 9 cards in my hand, while the risk of it being losing half of it if a 7 row. Okay, and right there, able to become defender Catan. So red, me, and orange end up being able to choose a power card, and so I end up getting a row building. Okay, and of course she rolled a 7, so she'll put that on that 5. Where my sheep is at. She also needs a crane to upgrade one of her city level. You could tell from this that orange is the one that's behind the most. There's a lot of dumb mistake too as well. She could have built settlements in places. She could actually be not ahead, but actually be very contentious position. But she's not doing that. Because you also want to, you don't just build row to build row, okay? You want to build a row and connect it into something, a settlement or something, as fast as possible. And man, I have to choose one of my power card discards, so I end up discarding one of my my medicine. And then red ended up using a bishop. And so putting that 6, so we end up able to steal 1 resource card from us, from me, purple, and orange. And he ended up building another row, and so he took back the longest row from purple. That's crazy, but you could tell just by looking at it, it's gonna be a constant he take it, she take it positioning when it comes to the row building card. And you could tell not red and purple, they're gonna be the one that's going head to head against each other the most. Okay. And so she rolled a 7. She's most likely gonna put it on. If I were her, I'll put on 9. Or I could put it on 10. She ended up putting on 9. Still his only card that he has. And so, and while right there, and she upgraded her green upgrade into a metropolis. And so she's at 11 points. No, she's at 9 points. Yeah, her row got stolen. And now she's using a merchant card as well. So let's see what she's gonna do. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I think that would have been a good move because. Oh yeah, I see why she did it. So she moved it into green, right? Because I think she stole a coin or something, and that way she go ahead and basically upgraded her coin city into level 2. Okay, I think that's the only thing she did. And I rolled a 7 with the event die being 4, and with the event die being green and the red die being 4. So I also end up getting another green power card. And so I'm glad that even though, you know, it, I have to do a lot to get into that position. Green right now, that power card is hitting a lot, so it's a good thing. So what am I doing? Oh, right here, guys. Okay, so I'm trying to upgrade to the next, my next metropolis. Okay, because I realized that my end game for this is I can't get the longest row. So I have to build settlement and city and hopefully get to metropolis. Okay, use a row building card. Okay. Put that. Okay, put it right there on that 2 and build another knight. So I'm trying to build that settlement right there on 2. That way I can go ahead and basically keep up with everybody at the moment, okay? Sometimes you don't have to basically be ahead of everybody. You just gotta keep up until when it's time to, pounce. That's when you do it. Okay. And the cool thing is basically back-to-back 6 has been row. Okay. So let's see what we'll try to do next. So she has the option. She could build 2 settlement on the 9 that we're fighting for, on that 4 and 11 next to her. But she's choosing to build a row instead, which is interesting. Maybe that's her only move, okay? So I chose a sheep. I think the reason why I chose that sheep is because I think I'm hoping to get a merchant card. That way I go ahead and upgrade my my blue city into level 4 and become a metropolis. I think that's the reason why I chose that sheep. Because I'm at 5, so if I get the merchant, I could trade 4 of them for two coins, and again I get the science bonus. So yep, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, purple just built 2 more roads, end up taking the longest road back again. I was talking about we're going to be constantly fighting for that. And road number 6. Okay. I have 5 cloth and 8 sheep. Let's see. Perfect. I end up having enough to trade it in. And so I'm upgrading my blue city into a metropolis. That's 2 points right there, guys. And I am moving my knight, okay? The reason why I move my knight is because now I can't be sacked, right? My cities are both metropolis. It's protected, okay? And then I also want to prevent red from building 2 roads and then building a city there. Or a settlement there. Okay, I'm trying to be able to put myself in position to get that too. And again, it's not because 2 is hitting, it's but the fact that I'm trying to get points as much as possible right now. Okay, they roll 11. I get 2 bricks. Awesome. Let's see what's next. How much? And as you see, the mistake that Orange is doing has kind of put her behind tremendously. Like, I mean, there's some stuff she could do still to catch up, but she's not in that great position. She's at 7. Red's also at 7, but he has a lot more options. Okay. Awesome. They just wrote a 5. I got, and I'm getting an intrigue card, an intrigue power card, and then red just built a settlement right there on that sheep port. And so he has a sheep port, he has a brick port, and he's on 8 with a city and 2 7 8. So this dude, if there's an 8 that hits, like this dude has a lot of options. But let's see what he does. Okay. To me, the biggest threat is purple. Like she's at 11 points. She has 11 roads. Right? All she needs is a few things, and she could win the game. And she's starting off with an alchemist. Okay. And so she ended up getting 3 woods and 2 paper just from that alone. So she's using the inventor to see who. She's probably choosing the 9. Yep, she choose that 9 that red's on, and replacing that with 11. But what else is she gonna do? Okay. She has 16 cards, by the way, guys. So she's trying to figure out the right move, and also trying to use all that resource cards as possible. What is she doing? She hasn't done anything for a while. Oh. By the way, she's on that. She's on a port, okay? With a 3-1 port, so she's trading a bunch of cards. And so she's built a row and built a settlement. And she's built another row. Okay, so increase her row from 11 to 12. And red's only at 8. By the way, guys. Okay. Wrote a 4. Don't have a 4 no more. So, and getting a science bonus, and basically getting a. Oh, perfect. Okay. Getting a wood. So I use intrigue, so I could move a knight that's blocking me. Okay, if my road's next to it. So I'm moving basically orange knight. Because guess what? I'm gonna build that freaking summon right there in the spot, on that position. Okay, we're just waiting for Orange to decide where she wants to put that knight that I just moved. Okay. All right there. I'm at 10 point, guys. 10 points. Purple was at 12, unfortunately. And then there's not much I could do it right now. I only have 3 bricks. So in my turn. And next row's a 5. Okay. So me and purple get a sheep and a cloth, and red just get a sheep. But let's see what what's she gonna do? Okay. So my alright, so red just wrote a 9 with the barbarian. The barbarian's attacking. Okay. And red and orange were able to get a power card because they tie. They're able to defend it. See what he is gonna do. So the only thing he could do is basically he's gotta find a way to make sure that he could get to 13 row, which is exactly what he's doing. Oh, he's at 12 now. Oh wow. Okay. And we're hoping, oh wow. So purple has 12 cards. We need to make sure that a 7 hits. And guess what? A 7 roll. So he's actually going to go from, or she's going to go from 12 to 6. She's going to go from 12 to 6. Okay? That reduces what she could have done. Because all she needed was 13 points. She'd have to build one more row and a city or settlement. And bam, she would have won. And she put that 7 or that robber on me and stole my brick. Okay? What's the next move? All she needs a settlement or a city. That's all she needs to do. Oh wow! And see, so she's trading her current commodity cards for ore. So she's gonna go ahead and try to city up to win that game. And I just rolled an 11, so got more bricks. And also end up getting a yellow power card as well. And I'm doing some trade with the banker and upgrading that settlement I just built into a city. So I'm at 11. Purple's at 12. Red's at 8. Okay. Orange, she rolled a 7, yeah, so she's going from 10 card to 5 card, but let's see where she placed the robber. I'm hoping she placed it on purple on that 9. Because we all gotta find a way to keep, purple from winning, so the less resource cards she has, the less chance of her winning, period. Can't do much. She put in that 5. Okay, but she ended up stealing it from purple, which is great. So we want to keep her from getting as much resource cards as possible. And then she just upgraded one of her settlement into a city. So now she's at 8 points as well. And she and red are neck to neck. Her turn. Let's see what red's gonna do next. He uses an alchemist card. He chooses 8. So he gets, as I was talking about, he gets 4 bricks. Right? As I don't have an 8, I get the science bonus, so I'll go ahead and choose a wood. Oh wow. And so red just built another row connecting his existing row, and he's at 13 rows, so he just stole the longest row from purple. And let's see what purple's gonna do. And purple's rowing 8 as well. I'm choosing I chose an ore for my science bonus. And so purple just used the diplomat, which allowed to remove a row, either her own or someone else. She removed one of her own and placed it somewhere else, but it didn't really do much for her. She's still at 12. Okay, she's still at 12. So let's see what she's gonna end up doing. Oh, right there. So she attached it next to one of her row to go ahead and basically try to put herself in position to be able to settlement. I would have put it instead of on next to that port, right? I would have put it on that 4 by the desert and built the settlement there. So I think she's still trying to go for that longest road strategy, but I think she still would have had it if she would have done it differently. Okay. and then she uses Saboteur, so since I'm ahead of her, and I'm losing, discarding, I think, 1 card, and then she took back the longest row. Alrighty, and next up is an 8. So, perfect. I use the bishop, putting that 5, steal from everyone, okay? And guess what? I broke the row for purple. Okay, so now she has 10 row, and red has 13 rows, so the longest row card went back to him. And I used a commercial harbor card, but no one has anything right now. Okay, I should have waited on that. That was a dumb move on me. But here's the thing, okay? I'm exposed because there's 9 barbarian strength, 4 knights. The 4 knights all come from orange, okay? And I have none of my knights activated. I have 1 city that will be sacked if the barbarian attack. Okay, so I exposed myself. I did that. That was probably a game-saving move right there, but I'm exposed. Okay. And barbarian, there's 2 more barbarian rows. Then, guess what? I'm losing my city. And so that roll by orange was basically 5, so I mean, doesn't help you too much. I definitely need someone to go ahead and awesome, perfect. And so orange is actually, she's a team player, you can tell, right? She's using a diplomat to remove 1 of the rows of purple, so it's making it hard for her to basically earn that extra point needed to win. And that's what you want to do, you know, at the late game, when it comes to this, you got to make it hard for the person who's ahead or going to be in position to win to actually win. And next row is a 5. Awesome. Yeah, for me to win this is going to be really hard still, okay? It looks like I'm about to actually lose a city. I got to find a way to build a settlement, okay? I still haven't got any wheat, right? And so originally, you know, I was in great wheat production, and now I don't have great wheat production. Bam, right there, okay. So I ended up losing a city. I went from 11 points to 10 points. Okay, I think I'm the only one that did too. Ended up losing a city. Oh no, purple did as well. Okay, so not always lost. Not always lost. And she also lost half of her card. Because she has 10 cards, right? She couldn't hold the max as 9. And she went from 10 to 5. Okay. So she got off to the mid-game. She was rocking and rolling. But she's struggling to close it out right now, guys. Okay? So we have a shot. Right? What is that quote from Dumb and Dumber? Or Dumb and Dumber? So you're saying there's a chance. And so guess what, guys? There's a chance. Okay. Red is ahead with 13. With 13 rows, he has 11 points. And that row is a 5, so perfect. Awesome. So I traded some of my resource cards, my commodity cards, for a wheat to activate that knight. So my plan is actually to move that knight back to where my 6 is at, and that way go ahead and build a settlement there. Okay, I just need a wood and another wheat. Okay, alright, there's a 9. Okay, I get an ore. Doesn't help me too much, but it might help me later. Okay. See, and here's the thing, okay? Orange would have been actually in great position to win if she didn't screw up in the beginning or in the mid game, because she built that knight blocking me from building that settlement. If she kept building more roads, right, she could have ended up connecting them, right? Or she would just move that knight out of the way and build a settlement there immediately. It would have been great for her. And they wrote a 3. Okay, that's perfect. I'll take that. Get some sheep or get some wheat. Orange also got some, orange and purple actually got sheep and cloth as well. But what else? What else they're doing next? Okay. That's purple turn to row. Let's go purple. And guys, right here, okay? Now, as you can tell, there's a lot of options available. I'm trying to figure out what's the best option for her to win. She's rolled a 10. So I think I'm choosing a wood, exactly. Okay. And my plan this entire time is I want to go ahead and move my knight back. Or move to a location. That way I could go ahead and build a settlement. Oh, wow. Purple had an intrigue card. And moved my knight. Okay. So I can't move that knight unless I build a new row. And the only way I could do is basically I gotta also put that... And probably break her row as well. Okay, so the longest row is not part of my play at all. Okay, but for purple it is for her. Okay, so she's trying to get the longest row and put herself at 11 points. And she's rolled a 10. She has 11 cards in her hand right now, so she has a lot of option. Let's see what she chooses to do. Okay, she built a city. She upgraded one of her settlement to a city. She's at 10 points. Okay. She can roll a 6. Awesome. And also got a resource card off of that as well. So let's use that resource card. Guys, I think our chance of winning just went up dramatically because of that. Perfect. So I traded some of my resource card. My resource and commodity for a wood and a brick. Move that knight back, built that settlement right there, activate that knight again. I'm at 6 points. I think I'm activating another knight. Yep, activating another knight. So now I'm at 3 knights, okay? If the barbarian, and that's fine, guys. If the barbarian attack right now at this point, Red's gonna take that point. Okay, he's gonna end up getting a victory point, which is fine, but I need some protection. I can't afford to lose another city at this point. Well, I don't even have another city, so honestly, it didn't even matter if I end up building a knight or not. Honestly, at that point. But I mean, it does help. Because I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build another city. I mean, that's the only way I'm going to win. I built city and hopefully get a merchant and use that merchant to actually take the victory. But let's see what happens. That's really the end. That's my only choice. And now you're seeing orange kind of scrambling around trying to build settlements. Got the warlord, power card. But look how close it is. You know, as I was talking about, you know, orange is behind, but she still is in contention. She's at 9 victory points. Okay. Me and red are ahead. We're at 11. And then purple is at 10. But, you know, my money right now, if I was a betting man, I would choose purple as a person in best position to win. Oh, wow. And so red displaced the robber, put it on that 6, and stole from me. Okay. That's alright. It's no big deal. And guys, I have a very powerful power card. That resource card. That's very, very powerful right there, guys. Okay, I just gotta understand how much cards people have, what the numbers have been hitting. And I can use that, and especially I have, like, you know, if I have like a merchant as well. That's a very, very, there's some combination that we throwing out. Five. So purple news wedding. I gotta give her 2 cards. Give her 2 sheeps. She's at 23 cards right there. Just commercial harbor. So I have to give her one card. Or my commodity. But the thing she has to be aware is because there's a red's at level 4. Level 4 upgrade for green, right? She's at level 4, but she got it first, so that's why she got that metropolis. But red, if red could actually get, you know, to level 5 as well, and if that's the case, he's gonna steal that from her. So that's where you gotta also think, not just offense, right, but also defensive as well, because I doubt the game's gonna end in a turn. Okay, I doubt the game's gonna end right now. Okay, unless you could find a way to build, you know, a settlement and 2 city, or 2 settlement and another city. So she ended up upgrading her. And I wouldn't have done that. I think I would have built a settlement instead. Yeah, she has 1 more settlement available to her. So I don't know why she just chose to upgrade her cities. Okay, instead of building a settlement, but hey, you know what? Not my problem. So go to 7 with a 1 event, 1 green event die. Okay, so I'm getting an inventor as a power card. Guess what? I'll move that robber and steal from purple. Again, I feel like purple's the biggest threat. Okay, she has a lot of options. That's why. Even though me and red are tied, I feel like red doesn't have that much option. And he only has 3 resource cards. Okay. And the reason why I'm using my not upgrading my knights, but activating my knights, because I'm trying to get a victory point if we're attacked. Okay. And I'm using that inventor card to move that 9 where purple's at, and move to where my brick is at. Change that production. So I'm not too worried about, again, I'm not too worried about orange. She's in contention, but I'm not too worried about her. Okay. Perfect. Wrote a 3. And also got a merchant fleet from that as well. Let's see. What is she gonna do? Okay, she's using a resource card. She's asking for sheep. I don't have any sheep, so I'm golden from that. Oh man, she needs a deserter. She's stealing from me. So she took one of my knights. Okay, made it her own. And she should get a bunch of victory points right now, because if she needs road building. Okay, she has 11 resource cards right now in her hand. She has 2 out of 3 knights activated. She activate the next one, she'll be at level. She'll be at 5 knights. So the barbarian attack, she's gonna be the one winning right there. She was just building a settlement. So she's at 10. Finally upgrade to aqueduct. So I'm not sure if that would be useful to her right now. I mean, it's always useful, but I'm not sure it will help her too much at this stage. I mean, her numbers are pretty much hitting as well. So I just wrote a 9 right now. I mean, if I were her, I think I would have activated her knight. She actually has 2 out of 4 knights activated. She could have got six knights activated. And that would have actually been, yeah, pretty hard to catch that. Whatever. Moving on to red. Wrote a 9 with a 6 blue. Okay. Then he uses trade monopoly. And then what's he gonna do next? Well, he just yeah, I don't think he has done anything yet. See, the thing about red, he's only upgraded green, okay, the green city, which is great, but then he's missing out on a lot of other upgrades. Or he finally upgrade blue, okay, and at the end when it comes to this, like having some blue power card comes into play. It's help out. It's a way to disrupt the enemy. Okay. Oh man, I have too much. Well, purple just wrote a 6 with a 1 yellow event die, and I'm having to discard one of my power cards. Okay. And she ended up using a master merchant. So she's stealing from me or she's stealing from red? I'm pretty sure she's gonna end up choosing from me. Yeah, she did. Stole a brick and she stole a cloth. And now she finally built that settlement right there. Okay. So she's at 11 points. She's using a resource card right now. She's stealing my sheep. Or most of our sheeps. Oh wow, she used Smith, so she's leveling up to level 3. Her knights can now be up to level 3. Oh, and she just moved my knight. That's alright. So she has 13. All she needs to do is build a row and she wins, guys. That's all she has to do. She can do it. Because if she does it, I think I have a shot of winning because I have that merchant card. Okay. Oh, nope, she... Okay. Guys, I think we're going to win this. A super close game. Man, I didn't come from behind, but man, and roll a freaking 6, guys. Roll a 6. Yeah, that's game over for us. We're going to win this. All we gotta do is use that resource card. Ask for everybody's sheeps, right? Use merchant. and built one of our sub into a city. And right there, that's 13 points. Okay. Merchant 2 shapes. I just built that wall for fun. And right there, guys, game. Man, that was a long game, but that was fun. Everybody was super close. So, hey, I hope you guys learned a lot from that. I definitely learned a lot from that. You know, we'll see you guys on the next round.